I'm Charlie Clouser, and I composed the score for the Fox TV series Wayward Pines. It starts with this weird little mountain town, and everybody's in on something, but you don't know what. And Matt Dillon's character has been in a car wreck, and his brain's not working right, and you don't know if maybe he's hallucinating some of these weird activities in this town, or if it's really happening.
You had a concussion. It was a nasty car accident.
Where's the doctor?
I gave him your vitals, and he thinks you're doing A-okay.
A big part of what I was trying to do in the first few episodes was to have that kind of unsteady, slightly broken feel to the music where things are a little out of tune, they're a little wobbly.
So what exactly are you doing here, Mr. Secret Agent Man?
A missing persons investigation.
Well, I hope you find what you're looking for.
And then as the story progresses, it kind of firms up and the score becomes more sort of solid.
Special Agent Ethan Burke. I'm here to see the sheriff.
There's a man here to see you, says he's a secret agent or something.
Special Agent.
Rough little accident you had. How you feeling?
Better than the guy whose corpse I just found decomposing in a house 6 blocks from here.
Rum raisin. You like rum raisin?
When I got brought on board for Wayward Pines, I started working on the music before having read all the books and understanding the whole arc of the storyline. And so that wound up causing this thing that happened with the score where the music I did in the first few episodes didn't reveal what was going to take place in the later episodes as the storyline encompasses, thousands of years of human history. And so that was kind of a happy accident, partly as a result of just having to jump in and get rolling on this thing really quickly. There was always this sort of balancing act in the score between having things that sounded powerful and big as he's, tackling his demons and solving problems in the town, but also wanting to protect his family. And so I tried to keep some element of that sentimentality even when the music was sort of big and active.
Do not try to leave.
They're gonna kill us!
Do not discuss the past. Always answer the phone if it rings.
Some of my favorite scenes in the Wayward Pines series to score were actually not the big epic adventure chase ones. I kind of had more fun doing the small delicate cues that had the sort of guitar feedback and little scrapey sounds and trying to make a complete piece of music out of these tiny little elements without letting it get big.
You want to know the truth? It's worse than anything you could even imagine.
There is an element of scoring to the place and picking the right kind of melodic phrases and sounds that feel right to the place, and marrying that with having consistent themes for characters and for elements of the storyline. It's kind of subconscious, but that sort of helps the music relate to the sense of place that you're actually seeing on the screen. The kind of movies that drew me into wanting to score for picture, obviously 2001: A Space Odyssey made a big impression on me as a small child, and my dad took me to the theater to see that. But also movies like The Andromeda Strain, the original, which had this amazing electronic score, and was not so much action-driven as tension-driven. My first instrument was the drums when I was a little kid, and through the years of the 80s, drums leads to drum machines leads to sequencers, which interface with keyboards, which leads to computers. And now all of a sudden, you started being a drummer, but now you're the only guy in the room that can work that pile of gear in the corner. And that led me into playing keyboards, which if you think about it is just a really big drum kit with 88 drums. And I try to do as much playing on instruments I don't know how to play, like the waterphone or the Chinese guzheng, or things where it's an interesting process and a huge triumph when you get something that you like out of it, because it's not something that you're automatically an expert at. And I think that's been really valuable to me just on a personal level, but I think it also helps the sound of my scores to have something a little different from what people might expect, or hopefully what other people are doing.